I've found, people like women don't compete with other women; they compete with Instagram, and it's
Good
unfortunate.
point.
They compete with Instagram and
Right.
Facebook, and what you realize is that all those pictures are airbrushed. You see, you could do so much on Instagram, and everybody knows that has it. Like make the teeth whiter, make your jaw more square, make your face skinnier. And those are the pictures that are being presented. So people come in and they're like, "Oh, I want this."
Right.
And I'm like, but what if that is real?
Yeah, it's so true.
What if that is real? And celebrities also make a big impact. A lot of people are like, oh, I want to look like a Kardashian, or I want to look like Jennifer Lopez. And Jennifer Lopez is a gorgeous woman, but she's also naturally gorgeous. And I'm sure she's had lots of work done, but she doesn't look like she's had lots of work done.
Exactly.
And that's a really good job. That to me is somebody who I could maintain looking beautiful. Enhance their features, improve their skin color, their skin tone, make them look fresh and beautiful. That's always my goal. So, a lot of it is just education. I'm not going to judge, a girl who wants to come in and wants big lips. I don't think that's the right thing. It's not for me to judge and say, oh no, I'm not going to give it to you. Or it's for me to educate. Like
Right.
this is what you're going to get. This is what looks natural. These are the proper proportions, because they don't really understand the science behind it. Right. And, big lips are something you could always work towards. It's not something you need to do day one.
Exactly.
So we could start with smaller, medium-sized lips, and then the next time you come, we could go a little bigger. And a lot of patients say, they're always afraid, right? Oh, I don't want duck lips. Okay, let's start small. I said, if I do it this time, it's gonna last 6 to 9 months. And the next time you come in, you say, you know what, I love my lips, but I want them bigger. Then I know I go to the next level, because we have fillers that are like super thin fillers that aren't going to give you too much volume. So like really super thick fillers that will give you a lot of volume. And it depends where I'm starting from. I'm not going to take somebody who's never had a lip filler and go to like the thickest filler. That's crazy.
Right.
Even if they want big lips, I'm going to have to go gradual, And people with big lips, they don't all get it done in one appointment, You just see the end result, but you don't realize that it took 3 appointments to get that, So, there's ways to keep things looking natural if you keep them within proportion. So you have girls that are maybe skinny, but they have really square faces, big eyes, and they can get away with big lips. It just goes with their whole facial aesthetics and their facial proportion. But then you have this 95-pound girl with little eyes and a little nose and little lips, and she wants big lips. You're like, okay, this is crazy.
Right.
I'm like, that's where a lot of education comes in, and trying to not talk people out of it, but just trying to like educate them on like what the proper proportion for their facial symmetry is.
It's almost like you're trying to rationalize with them. J-Lo is a good example.
Yeah.
Because she was always very beautiful. Whatever she's done, she's extended her beauty.
Exactly.
But she still looks the same.
Yeah.
There are some Hollywood actresses that
just
look completely different now.
Yeah.
They don't even look like the same person.
Right.
And so it's sort of, it's interesting. Different people obviously have different takes and, different approaches. But just the extension, we deal with that, in our business also, because we're trying to help people extend their good health or get in, shape that they were 10, 20 years before. We're not trying to make them into like superheroes.
Yeah.
They're just coming like to recapture the energy that they had.
Right.
But we sort of both face the, it's like expectation control and trying to make everyone look naturally and not like too much.
Yeah. I call it the chase the wrinkle syndrome,
Right.
because people are coming in, they're like, oh, how about this wrinkle? And how about this wrinkle? It's like, if you try to get rid of every wrinkle and you're, 30 plus years old, there's going to be a point you're going to start looking unnatural. You could keep putting Botox, keep putting fillers, but you're going to look frozen, you're going to look too puffy, and the face is going to look blown up, but you won't have a wrinkle, but you won't look natural. So, again, there's a lot of, I spend more time on the consultation than I do the actual treatment. The treatment is easy, it's fast, it's educating the patient, trying to figure out what they want, trying to like explain to them proportions and symmetry and,